Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Gamers Lounge and welcome back to my Instagram page. And this game was released on the 8th of September. It was developed by a company called Spiders and published by Nacon and Big Ben Interactive. It's called Steelrising, and it's the umpteenth Souls-like game to appear on the PS4 and on the PS5 as well. As you can see, it's got very similar combat to the Dark Souls games. It's sort of, punishing but fair. In fact, this one is actually one of the better Souls-type games not developed by From Software, so it's actually very polished. And the setting is very interesting. It's one of those alternate history games. So it's set during 16th, 17th century France, and there aren't that many humans left. It's during the reign of Queen Marie Antoinette. And who you play as is Aegis, her, let's say her assistant. I'm not going to reveal too much because it's only just been released, and many of you may not have purchased it yet, but it's well worth it. I'm not going to spoil too much for you at all. You've got a variety of costumes that you can change into. You play as Aegis. She's a mechanical marble, and she's armed with a variety of weapons, some that you can pick up along the way, the same as in the Souls games. And when you rest at bonfires and lanterns in Souls and Bloodborne respectively, in Steelrising you rest at these things called Vestals, where you can level up, you can upgrade your weapons. It's really interesting stuff. Now, I've killed quite a few mechanical creatures in this area, so there aren't really many left. So I'm just running around showing off the graphical engine here. Now, this is running on my PS5, and I've got it in quality mode, which means that, although it's don't have a good example of it here because the window's too high, but you could really cycle through the different graphical options and you can see the differences between the actual displays. Now, for example, if you put it on resolution mode or frame rate, you don't get the flashy reflections and the ray tracing, but when you put it in graphical quality, the game runs, in its usual high resolution, but 30 frames a second, which is still smooth because this is what I'm on. And you can see your reflection in various windows, and those windows reflect the environment. So it's very polished graphically, it's very polished gameplay wise. It needs very little getting used to. Now, the thing I really wanted to touch on, which I find really, really good for old timers like me with slower reflexes, Spiders have been very kind to include an assist option. So if you go into the options screen, game, hang on, I don't need to go there, do I? We go into assist mode. Now, assist mode has various sliders, so you enable it, of course. So you've got a slider like your damage reduction. So I've got it so it reduces maximum damage, so I can't be killed, which is good. Because I just want to enjoy the story and I want to enjoy the actual graphics and, the whole game in general without being destroyed. I've completed the Souls games and Bloodborne, except Dark Souls Remastered. I haven't finished that one yet. But I am a great Souls fan, so I'm no stranger to punishing games, but fair. And this one is no different, but because it's got this assist mode, and I think it's actually brilliant. So those are your options. And my favourite one, of course, is the damage reduction, max. So there you have it. And yeah, for those of you that haven't bought it yet and you're Souls fans, you should indulge because it's a very good game indeed. Oh, here we go. Here's a Vestal. Now we're going to use a Vestal. And we're going to go into upgrades, and there you have it, you see. So you can improve different aspects of yourself. Let's go to elemental alchemy. Let's go to engineering. There you go. And that's pretty much it. I can't afford any others. So of course, like the Souls games, once you enter a Vestal and you upgrade, it respawns all of the enemies that you've already killed. So here's a little bit of combat for you. So I did a stealth kill there. Now you pick up various things that these mechanical monstrosities drop. Now circle is your dodge button, just like in the Souls games. You can spam R1 if you want to, or you can combine it with R2, which is a stronger attack. Now there are various pickups that you can find, such as health. You can regenerate all sorts of things. You've also got modules. Now that I'm not going to spoil for you, mainly because I don't know too much about it myself. But you can equip various modules that enhance your abilities or alter them. And the graphics are very good indeed, I must admit. You can't really fault those. Now I'm using my headset to do this review, so I've got my 3D sound enabled and I can hear all sorts of clangs and clanks in the background. Now, who does this enemy remind you of? It reminds me of those similarly modelled creatures from Doom Eternal. And here's another guy. Let's kick the crap out of him. Easy for me to say, I've got assist mode on. And there you have it. That's pretty much Steelrising in a nutshell. It's yeah, it's another Souls type game, but it's a very good one. Right, now this involves a few story spoilers, so I won't speak to the farmer. But I'll let you decide for yourselves. But yes, it's very polished, it plays very nicely. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and yes, it does borrow quite heavily from the Souls games, but hey, so what? If you borrow from something that's great, and you make something that's great yourself, then why not borrow from it? Absolutely. There you go. I hope you enjoy. Ciao, ciao.